Hi, friends. Before we dive into today's episode, I just want to acknowledge how heavy the world feels right now. There is so much violence and tragedy happening, and we should not ignore it, nor should we become apathetic. My hope is that this podcast gives you a little break from all the tragedy the world throws at us. I'm really grateful that you're here with me, and I hope you enjoy today's episode. Hi, friends. Welcome back to Shut Up, Tell Me More. Today, I have a guest that needs no introduction. Jenn Fessler from the Real Housewives of New Jersey is here. Hi, Jenn.
Wow. Hi, Pam. I don't know. I feel like I definitely need an introduction. Not that, I mean, what was I on 2 seasons, friend of, but I'll take it. I appreciate it.
2 seasons, friends of, no, you made so much of an impact. Like, literally, we were deprived of you for years and years and years. I'm
What a
shocked.
nice thing to say.
Yes.
What a nice thing to say.
Oh my gosh, it's so true. Like, literally, on behalf of everyone I know, they were like, tell Jen I love her. So you are very much loved and adored.
I can't tell you how much I hate the fact that I eat that up. It's like, I wish that like it could just, oh, how nice. But I'm like, yes.
No, who wouldn't? Oh my gosh, no, you have to. Does this stuff go to your head? I mean, it has to at some point.
No, because I've been in therapy for so long.
Yes.
And every morning my shrink has me, well, it doesn't make me, but I say to myself every morning, it's going to sound so ridiculous, but I am not better than anyone and no one is better than me. And it's like, not because I was ever so full of myself.
Yeah.
It just helps, I don't know.
Like ground
me
you?
because sometimes on this roller coaster ride, right? Sometimes you're up at the top and you feel like you're loved and you're doing great. And then other times you are, way down at the bottom and feeling like, how do I crawl my way back up to the top? And I guess a lot of what I've worked on in therapy is feeling like doesn't matter. Like people love me, people hate me.
Yes.
Like I know who I am. Doesn't matter. Like no one is better than me, and I'm not better than anyone. So, not to get so deep so quickly.
Oh,
forgive
I love
me,
it.
But
Jump
I'm a therapy
in.
girl.
Jump
but
in.
I definitely try to stay on top of like my own bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, you're not better than anyone. No one's better than you because it's so competitive in the world of Housewives.
Does your therapist watch Housewives?
No. Not only does she not watch Housewives, but I was told at the beginning before I went on it that if I even said her name, she couldn't use me as a client.
Oh, wow. That's
And
crazy.
you know what? I think that it's very bizarre to me when you see people going into therapy on the show. To me, therapy is all about like this sacred space.
Yes.
And, you are safe here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine my therapist being okay ever with anyone filming one of our sessions.
I don't know how you do it.
So
yeah.
antithetical to everything that therapy is.
Well, and also you're going to be having an in-depth session and then there's a guy in cargo shorts like staring at you with a camera in your face. Like, how are you going to get past
You
any sort of
It goes, I mean,
superficial?
that's what therapy is. It's,
Yes.
This feeling of, I can say anything I want in this room and nobody's here to judge me.
So being on the Housewives, it is such a hard job. What has it done to you mentally? Does it make you think about things differently?
Yes. I don't know if it makes me think about things in my, real life differently. It's just I've become so consumed with it. Do you know what I mean? Like it is always sort of there and it's in a way that's like probably not healthy at all.
Yeah.
But whether I'm focused on Jersey or another franchise, listen, I have had the greatest adventure. I've gotten the greatest opportunities. And it's because of Housewives. And I am forever grateful, because I was 53 years old when I got that phone call that I was going to be on. And very hard to reinvent yourself in your 50s. But I guess I'll call it reinventing myself. But anyway, it just impacts everything. I'm always sort of thinking about it. Not like, am I going to get back on? Am I not going to get back on?
Yeah.
But just more the people in terms of the people that I'm around now. I mean, I still am always rooted in my old family and friends, but I have made all of these new friends, all of these new connections. And so there's just a lot of talk of Bravo and Housewives all the time. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. I feel that since I've been doing the podcast, I'm like, it has become my entire world. I relate everything back to it. It's like kind of pathetic. I feel like people are like, do you know that there's a real world out here? It's
Yeah.
crazy. So
Yeah.
you are someone who is very, very funny and genuinely funny. Does it
Thank you.
upset you when there are other housewives that like get the spotlight and they're not as funny or talented? Or is it like, why them?
Listen, I don't want to make this some crunchy podcast all
Yeah,
about
we can get
therapy
crunchy.
and well, I mean, but I mean, I've been in therapy for years and years and years. So I try to like I I'm very aware of myself when I am, trying to monopolize the spotlight. So I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be the person that's unhappy unless the spotlight is on me.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, I'm human. So of course, I guess there are times where I get jealous or um, I, I think I sometimes probably monopolize a conversation, but I'm aware of it and try to pull back. I really don't think that I get annoyed except with myself. If the spotlight's on someone else and I, feel a little jealous in the moment.
Yeah. Well, just so that you know, when you are presenting yourself on camera, and again, not supposed to soak up your ass, we're so appreciative of it from the viewer's point of view because you are such a breath of fresh air. And I'm like,
Oh,
oh, she's
Pam.
so smart and so funny. How many
It's really
people?
nice. You can't imagine, like, it's funny because I just appreciate that very much. This is such a tricky business and you take the good and the bad
Mhm.
and I try to let the bad roll, but the good never rolls off me. I'm very appreciative. It means a lot.
Good. Well, I hope that you know that it's from the heart because I have an entire army of people that can tell me that. Do you have a lot of people come up to you and talk about mozzarella cheese?
Oh my God. Yes, I still do. And I get like DMs all the time, and I've gotten DMs from people like mozzarella companies have sent me
Yes.
like
Yes.
fried mozzarella, like freezer fry, whatever. And people always make like little jokes about the mozzarella. Yeah, I do. I get it a lot.
One
So
of
silly.
truly the greatest moments in Housewives history, I have to tell you. Like one of the most
Really?
memorable by far. Yes.
I've always listened. I mean, the thing is, I remember when it happened afterwards, hearing like when it aired, people like, oh, she's trying too hard. But my friends who know me, just that is sort of who I am for good or bad, right? Like, I'm always, first of all, I'm a glutton. So there's that. But also just, um, I don't know. I'm always like
Funny and
reacting
fun.
to things.
Yes.
Well,
I'll
there.
call it.
Thank
I'll
you.
say it. She's funny and
Thank,
fun, everyone.
thank you.
Own it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
How did you end up on the show?
So Margaret and I were friends, and Margaret. So before I was even thinking of getting on the show, I have a business. It's called F Major, shopfmajor.com, but it's high heel shoes that we made for women of a certain age who couldn't wear them anymore. So comfortable high heels that don't look like matronly and boxy. Anyway, so I started that business when I was in my 50s. And Margaret and I have a mutual friend who connected us and really is a mentor. Like I went on Margaret's podcast. She had the caviar.
A tuna
Cav-
fish budget. Yep. Carrier June's
yes,
tuna fish
right,
budget.
exactly.
Yep.
Sorry, whatever. So, and she brought me on the podcast, and then she started to like mentor me, which was she's a businesswoman. Margaret's been, is a brilliant woman for years and years. So she just started to help me with F Major, and then Joe and Jeff met and we started to go out and we hit it off. And at one point, it wasn't even Margaret. Joe was like, would you do it? Why wouldn't you do it? And I was sort of like, yeah, no effing way. But I think like a lot of people, I'd always had in the back of my head watching Housewives, like I'd make a good housewife. I could do
Yes.
that. But anyway, so Margaret gave this casting director my phone number. I did, like unbeknownst to me. And she called me and that kind of like it started and at first I was so scared and so just apprehensive and believe it or not no one ever does believe this but Jeff Fessler was way more into it than I was. He was way more enthusiastic. I was like I really don't want to ruin my life. That's and I've been a fan of everything Housewives for years and years and years, so I know the ups and the downs. And it basically just we had lots of family meetings. I have adult children, and it came down to like this is a shot at something, you know, outrageous and life changing? And am I going to let fear keep me from, you know, taking the step and here we are. But I was really scared at the beginning, like considering it, and because I've seen it all,
Yes.
and I'm not a person who loves confrontation. I am not a shrinking violet.
Hmm.
I've been described as one. I'm really not, and anybody who really knows me knows that. But this is crazy, insane territory. Um, but again, I wanted to do it, I guess, but I was afraid, and I couldn't let. And with my therapist's help, I could not let like fear get the best of me.
Yes, I love that. I would imagine, though, fear is something you probably have faced a lot. Like starting a business at 50 is a major deal. How did that happen?
Well, yeah, thank you. So I was never an entrepreneur. I was never thinking I was going to start a business. And, it was really a matter of, I couldn't find a high heel that was comfortable on me.
Amen.
And it was frustrating because I grew up watching Sex in the City and being obsessed with everything heels. And, in my 20s and my 30s, I would walk the streets of New York in stilettos. And like, I would never wear a sneaker on the side. I was, you know, bound and determined to always be in heel. And then as I got older, like everybody, like my feet softened and widened and
Mhm.
like the rest of our bodies. And I couldn't wear heels anymore. Um, and there was like the aha moment when one night I was at an event in New York City, and I was in so much pain, and I had to walk back to the car barefoot. So I'm walking barefoot on the streets of New York City, which is disgusting,
Yes.
obviously.
Hepatitis City.
Um,
Yes.
and I was like, this is ridiculous. And I started to search for a shoe, a high heel that I can actually walk in, and there was nothing. Everything I saw was like, I don't know, you wouldn't remember, you're too young, but like Easy Spirit
Of
or,
course, I
well,
remember Easy
why,
Spirit.
you do?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay.
They're
But
like
they're just like,
Minnie Mouse esque.
yes, and they
Yes.
felt like old lady shoes to me.
Hmm.
So, making a long story short, I partnered up with a friend who was in the shoe business, and then I brought in my very best friend from college, who has done everything marketing, and you know, she's done everything e-com, and so I had a team all of a sudden, so I couldn't back out of it. Most ideas I've ever had, I sort of like, oh my God, this is gonna be amazing. I'm now gonna be a multi-billionaire. And then like I wake up the next morning and be like, ah, fuck that, whatever.
Yes. That sounds
But
like
this
too
was
much
like
work.
actually
Yeah.
brought people in. So we created this high heel. It's made in Spain. It's only 3 SKUs. It's a black patent leather, black Napa leather, and a beige patent leather, because I was sort of the mindset, I just want 1 or 2 pairs of heels that I could wear with everything and not want to cry.
Yes.
So I've had the business. I have to be honest and say that since Housewives, I have definitely not been on my game with F major. So I've sort of let it slide, and which is fine. It's so funny though, because also as I've gotten even older, I always say, and I love the shoe, and people love it that are looking for a high heel that's comfortable. But my feet are so fucked up now that it's hard for me to even wear my own high heel.
Yes.
So, which is unfortunate.
Yes. But
But
I want a
yeah,
pair now. Why is it not
you're getting a
discussed?
pair. By the
Oh, thank
way,
you.
yes, you are going to be getting a pair.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I will
Thank you
text
so
you,
much.
get all your info.
Thank you so much. Wait, so why don't we hear more about that on the show? Is it because of the Bethany clause or what is it?
I don't. I think that I'm a friend of. I think partially maybe that has to do with it, right? Like if that was my storyline, maybe we would hear more about it. But I think, part of being a friend of means that it's not, the focus is not on what's happening in your life necessarily. Although if you see friends of now, like Marisol is always the perfect example. I
Yes.
mean, I don't get it. She is as much, certainly maybe more airtime and, you know, talking about her own life and what happens in it. But I think that traditionally, like a friend of was there to enhance the scene and to talk about maybe more about what's going on in housewives' lives. I don't know. So they don't, at the beginning of the season when it starts, they want to know what's going on with you, but they definitely want the housewives to have a storyline.
Hmm.
Um, more than I was asked for a storyline. So maybe that's it.
It's so interesting to me though, because honestly, watching the show, and I watch it like I'm studying it, you do
Yeah.
not seem like a friend of. Like you're so instrumental in not only forwarding the storyline, but like making your own points and like saying things
Yeah.
that people remember. So it's very confusing. We have to
Thank
talk
you.
about Jersey coming back because it is
Yes.
like top of mind. And when I tell you,
Yes.
when it was put on pause or whatever happened, I was like, no, no, please don't take it away. I felt like I was being punished for some of the
Yeah,
castmates'
me
bad
too.
behavior. Like,
Me too.
yes, which I thought about Scandival. I was like, the argument was Ariana's got to stay on Vanderpump Rules because we need to move this forward. And like, she very much could have left. Like, I just feel like there are certain people I'm like, get along, guys, because this is happiness to some people. We rely on this.
I mean,
So,
I'm with you, sister, believe me.
yeah, like I can only imagine. So, where are we now in the saga of who's coming back to New Jersey? Just feel free to drop the exclusive right now.
Okay, I would love to drop the exclusive. I truly would, except I swear to you, I know as much as you know.
Okay.
I know that first of all, nobody, as far as I know, unless people are keeping things to me, nobody has a contract, right? I have heard and read that they're filming um, with some of the cast members, and they're bringing new and old together, and that's as much as I know. I mean, I don't know. I was encouraged. I was invited to BravoCon, which I thought was encouraging. First of all, I loved BravoCon a couple years ago when I went. It was the most exciting, most fun few days. So I was thrilled. So I don't know if that's an indication, but I really don't know. Or maybe I have also been told that BravoCon, whoever's invited, that means nothing in terms of casting. So I mean, I'm hopeful, but I don't know.
I feel like Bravo is very specific about BravoCon, and that's got to be saying something. Fingers crossed. I've also heard that
Thank
they're
you.
bringing 4 new people on. Have you heard that?
No, mm-mm.
Okay,
I've never heard
so
that. Literally, like you're like, is that what they're
I
saying? Because I have
mean,
not heard that.
the Bravo execs don't call me directly. I think they should, but they don't.
Yeah,
So
I
I
think they
don't
should
know.
too.
Yeah,
But I
it's
promise
crazy.
you, Pam, like I'm being straight with you. I have not heard that. Like I just, I'm not like just being, trying to
Coy
avoid.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
crazy.
I
It's
don't know.
so crazy. By the way, did Kim D drop that you were going to be coming back to BravoCon first?
I did hear her say that. Yeah.
Yes. You got to love Kim D. She's like the unofficial New Jersey correspondent here. Did
Yeah.
you ever go to a posh fashion show?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, would you want to?
Yes. I mean, think about all the shit that happened at a posh fashion show. Those fashion shows were the best,
They were
right?
iconic for sure.
And
Like, we'll see
yeah.
what happens. But in that regard, I mean, you said before you don't like conflict as much. Does it feel more empowering to engage in conflict when there is a camera there? Because I very much put myself in like if I was a housewife.
Yeah.
I hate conflict more than anything. I literally like lose my shit on one person every 2 years. But like,
Right.
I feel like if there was a camera there, I'd be like, all right, I can do this. I have like
Well, so
backing.
I think so maybe I think there are housewives, I don't know if it makes them good housewives or not, that enjoy confrontation,
Hmm.
right? I would never say that I enjoyed confrontation. I will tell you that yes, I'm more likely to tell you what I'm thinking when the cameras are on because that's my job, right? Like they said that from the beginning. They said to me, your job isn't to start fights. Your job is to say whatever's going on in here has to come out here. So oftentimes I feel compelled to say things that maybe I wouldn't have said that will be confrontational.
Hmm.
Um, and I will say that like season 14, I look back at it and I don't have regrets about it at all because I did the best that I could and I don't look back and think I shouldn't have, wouldn't have, couldn't have, but I will tell you that if I'm doing it again, there are things that I will say that maybe I didn't before. I will be more open to giving my opinion and not holding back at all. And I guess I do know. And again, I don't have regrets, but I know that there were times where I was more pissed after the cameras went down.
Hmm.
And I feel like if I if I'm going to do this again, like I'm going to give no fucks. Period.
Yes. Like you felt
No.
like you left stuff on the table and you wish you would
Yeah.
have. Yes. Can
Yeah.
you think of one of those times when you're like, I should have dug deeper?
Um, I mean, it's so stupid to go back to all this shit, and I'm not trying to like get into it with anybody. I just think the that Rachel Food and I had beef if you watch season 14, and I would definitely today handle that very differently than I handled it then.
Yeah. Are you guys friends now?
We don't talk, no.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So one thing I know about Jersey is like the friendships are real. When they fall out, they truly do fall out. And with that comes text messages, group texts. So while you guys are filming, you go home, you take off your shoes and probably rub your feet and have a nice glass of wine. And then are you guys like on that text, like, I can't believe this happened? But, or is it like, don't talk about it unless the cameras are up?
Um, it depends. Yes, there are definitely text threads that there are group chats, whatever. But there's also for me, like if I think about it right now, it's been a minute, but I text with Margaret, with Dolores, with Melissa, with Jackie. I mean, I'd probably text with all of them. I haven't spoken to Jenn or Teresa, but usually it's a one-on-one text. It's not so much a group text, I guess, because, it doesn't need to be right now. There's not that kind of thing going on when we're talking about the last scene.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So speaking of the last scene, you excused yourself when things started getting thrown, which I read as like, not, I can't think of a better way to say this. I'm like, I'm kind of too classy for this. Like, this is taking it to the,
I'll take that.
yes.
I'll take
Okay,
that.
good. Because,
Thank
like,
you.
I put myself in your shoes and I'm like, good for her. Was there, when you got home from that, were you like, shit, I should have gone back in? Or like,
No, I wasn't, but I'll tell you. So I'll tell you two things. First of all, I got so much shit for that, which was so interesting. I'll tell you why in a second. But what happened was I left and I called Jeff Fessler and I'm like, you're not going to believe this. This and this and this just happened. And he's like, I literally called him from the restaurant. I'm walking out and he's like, what are you doing? Go back.
I can't.
I was like, Jeff, I just told you that glass was flying.
Yes.
What do you mean go back? He didn't give a shit. It's
Right.
like,
He's
get
like,
back
get
up
back in
there. You're
there,
gonna
put
miss
on
it
a
all.
helmet,
Yeah.
go.
Yes. Yeah. But I mean, and I got a lot of like she walks out of scenes, and it's funny because like now I'm watching. Well, I watch everything that's on.
Yep.
But I watch the OC, Miami, and I see so many housewives exiting.
Yes.
And so, but for whatever reason, yeah, I took a lot of heat for leaving that scene. But for me, um, at the point where things get physical, I have no interest. I just
Yes.
I don't want to be around it. Period. Like full stop. So it was what it was. That's and also just like, they want you to be authentic. Authentically, if glass is flying, I'm not like, okay, so now let's sit down and continue lunch. If I'm,
Right.
with my friends at lunch and something physical happens, I'm not interested then in, going back to my Greek salad. It's just like it's not going to happen. So for me,
100%.
it was just more authentic. Like I'm fucking out of here.
Yes, you're like, this is not my bag, and this is also not what I signed up for. It's so hard for me because I know, like you, when you say you're a Housewives fan, people are like, oh, sometimes they'll be like, oh, that's trashy television, but it's
Yeah.
not. It's an investigation into relationships and into people's
Yeah.
lives, and it's so much more than that. Do you think that when tables are being flipped, glasses are being thrown, that plays into a stereotype?
Yeah. I think so. I mean, listen, I don't, do you have friends have you been in situations with friends where it's ever gotten physical?
No. Okay. No. But I think
Right.
back to like there was a sorority function where someone's hair was pulled. I
Yeah.
have thrown one
Okay,
drink
fair,
in my
yeah.
life, and I
Okay.
deeply regret that one drink. I've been apologizing for the past 20 years. Mortifying. 'Cause,
Oh.
yeah. You know what? It was meant for someone else. I had bad aim. So like, if you're gonna throw a drink, at least get it on the right person.
But you were how old were you?
A baby child. I was a freshman in college, and
Okay,
like,
so
yes,
let's not, right. So please, that
Thank
is a
you.
very different thing
yes,
than grown ass women. But it's not just like the physical stuff. I mean, shit gets nasty, as you know, right?
Mhm.
And women are trying to take other women down.
Yep.
Um, also, but I don't want to always like shit on it like that because also I've made true, real friendships. I have had so much fun with so many of these women. And, I got to travel to Ireland with this group of women and we laughed our asses off and the cameras would go down at night and we were still like hanging out, breaking into the kitchen in this like big castle. And, just it was the most fun. So, but do I think that kind of physical stuff adds to its reputation that it's trash TV? Of course, I do think that. But anyway, I can only tell you that way before I got on, like you, I was obsessed, and
Mhm.
I don't think of myself as particularly trashy, and
Right.
yet, my favorite part of the week was when Beverly Hills House whatever would come on.
Yes. Yes. And now we get two in one day. So scheduling is
Oh
on
my
our
God,
side.
that's tonight.
I'm dying. Yes, it is. We're recording on a
Dying.
Thursday. So you're watching OC and Miami,
Of
right?
course.
Okay.
Oh my God.
What do you think about it's funny, I made a post about like Thursdays are the best days ever, and I
Right,
got a
right.
lot of flack about the OC. What do you think about this season?
I think I don't know. I know I've heard that people are not digging it. I think it's amazing. I'm loving it. I mean, I am dying for tonight with the lie detectors. And first of all, maybe sometimes it's a little different because I have been lucky enough to get to know some of those women. So it's like really fun just to watch them. Um, but I don't know. I think it's a great season. I think
Yeah.
it's hilarious. I think this whole, Katie thing is crazy. Gretchen being back. Um, you know, Tamara getting that upset was upsetting, but knowing what she's going through, and I find it, I don't know, I
It's
find it very,
layered.
yeah,
I
very
totally agree.
engaged, very engaging.
I totally
And
agree.
Miami, oh please, I can't with Miami. It's so good.
It's so good. I don't know if you know, but Stephanie Shojai has a plane. I don't know if you heard.
Did you
She's
hear me
mentioned
talk
it a
about
few
that? Because I
times.
went on Two
No.
T's with Teddy. So I did. I was a guest host or whatever. I guess on Two T's
Yeah.
with Teddy like last week, and I was like, I can't. I cannot. Like the plane is the 10th housewife.
Yes.
It's the most obnoxious thing I have, and I'm like amazed that the women don't shut it down.
No. Do you know the show Sweet 16 on MTV? Like every
No,
time, okay, so there was a show called Sweet 16 on MTV. It was like girls would make their Sweet 16 a whole thing, and it was like there were
oh maybe,
VIPs. Yes, it was a while
yeah,
ago. Every
yeah.
time Stephanie speaks, I hear like Sweet 16 in my head because I'm like, girl, like it's
And
crazy.
she's not 16.
No, she is
So, I
not
mean, I don't know.
16.
People think that, a lot of people want to watch and find wealthy women to be, I guess, aspirational. Um, I don't know. But to me, it's just so pretentious and so obnoxious and so uninteresting.
Yes.
Um, but it's an amazing season. I
It's
am loving
so
it.
good and so beautiful. Like I
Yes.
love the way they dress. I love those
I
girls
know.
so much. Like
I
what a
die. I know. I
oh,
know.
it's my
And I
favorite.
mean, Gertie is my girl. So we've been like friends for a minute now. And I was on that cruise that she was on. I don't know if you know that, but
No.
yeah. And so I was kind of brought up. I went to, when she had that celebration of life party, I was there. And I made whatever this appearance, and the producers completely cut my ass right out of it. But I was there. And so, but I was watching the whole thing with, even more interest because I knew what had happened on this cruise on Cruise Gate.
So what happened?
So I'm trying to get. I have something just came up on this computer that
Oh,
I
don't
really. Oh,
worry.
here it is. Let me get it out. So what happened was exactly m- my what I saw was what Gertie described. Right. She came on. She'd been on the first cruise, the first leg of it. Well, it was two separate. It really was two separate cruises, right? And it was the maiden voyage of the Celebrity Ascent was the
Okay.
name of this cruise ship. So I was lucky enough to get invited on the first, 2-day cruise, and then really lucky because they asked me to stay for the next. So Gertie was on the first one. She went home, and then I guess she talked to Julia, and Julie said Martina wasn't going to make it, and asked Gertie to come. So now Gertie and I are back on the second leg. And I mean, I was just because I was with Gertie when she
Yeah.
was sitting alone, and like I know how upset she was, and she felt very disregarded. So that's just the truth. I mean, I was there. So,
Wow.
but Julie, of course, has her side, and which is fine. But I wasn't with Julie. I was with Gertie, and
Yes.
she was yeah, she felt like a little bit. She felt like a fool.
Well,
So
yeah, and it seems very black and white to me. Like she came on the boat to be supportive, and then she was completely like, "You can't sit here," like Mean Girl style.
yeah.
It's nuts. It's so crazy. Who in the Bravo sphere besides Gertie are you closest to?
I mean, on my cast,
Or not on
m-
your cast, on other
because
franchises?
I mean, I'm very close to, some of these women on my cast. So, I mean, I love Tamara, and because she's been on two T's. She does two T's. So I've had a couple of podcasts that have fallen under the two T's umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
So I've gotten to know her through that. Two Jersey Jays that I did with Jackie, and now I have a couple of other iHeart podcasts. One called I Do Part Two, and another called Dirty Rush. But so because of it's a small iHeart family, but I got the chance to know her, and I love her. I actually love Jen Pedantry too. She's we went. I was in Orange County, I guess, probably 8 months ago or something, and we went to an Old Dominion concert.
Oh,
Was it Old Dominion? Maybe it wasn't Old Dominion. I don't know, but a country concert together with the guys. It was really fun. And now I've gotten close to Emily because we were just at an iHeart retreat together, and I love her. She's just smart and really fun to be with. And I'm definitely like leaving out people. I'm only thinking of like these franchises right now.
well, I'm sure
I
when
mean,
you
I
go to
can't.
BravoCon, you like run into a million people and you're
Yeah,
probably so like welcoming. Is there
yeah.
anyone
Oh,
who you're like, we know that they're not so friendly, like don't approach or don't sit there? Like any mean girls in the Bravo sphere?
I mean, of course there are, but I'm not afraid to show. I don't have any big beef with anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that I don't with Julia. I don't really think she's the type though that's
No.
like where we'd have a confrontation or anything. So I'm not worried about going at all. But yeah, of course. I mean, there were definitely women who were on the colder side at
Hmm.
my last BravoCon and more. It's funny. Oh, so Whitney from Salt Lake, at one point, we were all getting ready together because we had the same hairdresser and makeup artist. So we're all like in this suite. I don't remember exactly what I said, but something to the effect of, "Oh yeah, I met her, but she didn't know who I was." And Whitney's like, "Let me guarantee you that everyone here knows everyone else that's here."
Yes, Whitney
So
Rose. I love that.
yeah, yeah, she's adorable.
Oh, I wasn't sure where
So
that was going. I'm like, please let it go in a good direction. So I'm
yeah,
very
no,
happy to hear
no,
that.
she was the sweetest. And but yeah, no, she was like, "Let me guarantee you that if they're acting like they don't know you, it's total bullshit. That's an act."
Yes. Yes, it's got to be. I mean, hello, you're at a Bravo event. Like
Right.
stop acting like you are a dignitary somewhere. Like this is you're amongst family and friends. Like let's be honest. It's so
Amen,
true.
sister. Correct.
Yes. So
Correct.
you mentioned about Julia that you don't think she's like that. She did throw a drink. Throwing a drink, there's so many different things that have happened in the Bravo world. It feels like we're going deeper and deeper. Like you had Bo Dietl on your cast. You have people digging up dirt on each other from like people way in the past. You have people
Yep.
recording each other. Like, how low can we go? Like, where do you think the line is where it's like, this is past filming a TV show?
Um, I think I'm hoping that with this pause,
Hmm.
there's like some kind of lesson here, right? Like there should be a line somewhere. There should be a line, right? And I don't know. I don't really think that the viewers want to see it go as low as it's gone. I think it just becomes depressing and upsetting. And I don't know exactly where that line is. I mean, I've watched even friends of mine do things that I don't think I could ever do. But
Yeah.
let me caveat that. Someone comes for me in a real way, I am not going to put it past I don't put it past myself to, respond like a crazy bitch. I
Yeah.
think that I'm definitely capable of that. But, unless someone is really coming at me, I don't think that I could just give up people's like absolute secrets, things that I know that would ruin lives. I hope that I would never do that. I don't
Yeah.
think I would.
Before you went on the show, and I know you said that you had a lot of family discussions, Was there anything you're like, I really don't want this to come out, or I really don't want to talk about this? Like, did you discuss that as a family of four?
Yeah, we did. And especially because my kids, I mean, I was separated from Jeff for a year and a half and there was
Hmm.
infidelity that was involved.
Hmm.
And so I was like, you guys, if I'm going on this show, like I am talking about it immediately as soon as they'll let me because it's going to come out. So the four of us have to go into this knowing that and being comfortable with it. Listen, I'm not ashamed of what my husband and I have been through. If
Hmm.
anything, I'm proud that we were able to stick it out and that we are here today to talk about it. Um, but I that was definitely a contributing factor. More for my kids, like, are you guys comfortable with the fact that unless someone says it first, I'm gonna say it. You know, it's part of who I am, it's part of what I've done, and I don't really have shame around it. I don't have a lot of pride around it, but we both were unfaithful to each other. And, you know, here we are today. So that was something that I wanted to sort of tackle head on. And I wasn't looking forward to it, but I was bound and determined that it was going to come from me.
And that is what makes a good housewife. Like, you say the
Oh.
scary stuff out loud and you're not afraid. And you're like, this is what's going to be because
Oh,
the
I'm
camera.
afraid. I was afraid, but I said it anyway.
Yes. Yeah. Well, yes. Be fearful and do it. I mean, we could go back to
And do it
therapy.
anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
100%. Your
Yeah.
kids, do they have any aspirations to be in entertainment?
Well, I will tell you that when I so my daughter was all for it. She was psyched that I was getting on the show and she thought it was the coolest thing. My son was like, that is the most embarrassing thing. Mom, you do you. He was very supportive. He's like, do not ask me to show up anywhere. I will. But now it's funny because now he thinks it's like, you know, he's definitely come around. He thinks it's cool. But no, neither one of them had aspirations ever to be in entertainment. My son's in law school and my daughter works for a PR agency in the city. So, I
Amazing.
mean, I did. I wanted to be an actress growing up. I went to a performing arts high school and then I graduated from University of Texas and I went to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York
Wow.
City. Yeah, I was into being an actress. I was not a good one. I was a horrible one. So nothing ever, it didn't happen. But I think there's a part of me that always wanted to be on stage. Well,
Yes.
yeah,
I
yeah,
totally get that. That makes perfect
yeah,
sense. I want
yeah.
to pivot and ask you about something a little bit more serious.
Okay.
There's so many things about you that are relatable to me, especially one of them being that you are a Jewish woman.
Yes.
We are living in a
I
time
didn't
where,
know you were
oh,
Jewish.
I'm Jewish. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I'm
Yes.
shocked by looking at my face. You didn't know I was Jewish. But
No, because usually I do. I mean, you know, like when you're Jewish, you can,
yes,
I don't know why, you just pick it up in someone else.
it's our radar.
So,
It's our like
yeah, yeah.
Judar. Yes.
Well, I'm thrilled to hear it.
Yes. So, but it's a tough time to be a Jew. I mean, we're used to saying anti-Semitism is on the rise. It's on freaking fire right now. Like, it's very hard. Have you, being in the public eye, had to deal with any of that?
I mean, there's like, I appreciate the question. I really appreciate you bringing this up because 90% of the podcasts I do, this never
Yep.
is anything that anybody wants to talk about. But yeah, but I haven't gotten. I mean, nobody's thrown rocks in my at my window, but I've certainly like gotten hateful DMs and I've gotten comments on posts. So I yes, I've gotten all of that. I haven't had any altercations. Nobody's approached me, l- looking to have that fight or that discussion or whatever. But it is, it's very hard because as a Jewish woman, I think it is so important right now to use my platform. I don't have a huge platform. I'm not trying to be obnoxious, but whatever platform I have, right? So I do, I put posts up, I put stories up. I, I'm always trying to attend any, you know, Israeli function I can and the Israeli Day Parade um and it's a hard thing because it sometimes is a little scary.
Yep.
And then I get mad at myself for ever being afraid. Then there's the piece of it that's like, if you I think I was shadow banned for a while and people say that and usually I'm like, give me a fucking break, shadow banned.
Hmm.
But I noticed that a few months back I was getting just way less in terms of, I don't know, it's like stuff is so, I feel so ridiculous, but whatever, likes and views and all that
Yeah.
crap.
Yes. Yes.
But like significantly, like, wait a second, what just happened?
Yeah.
And I don't know that for sure, but that's what my PR guys seem to think.
Yeah.
But, and it's like, well, what's more important? There's nothing more important right now than me being a proud Jew.
Yeah.
And nothing, because we, as you know, we are in a scary world, and this is a scary time. And, you have to speak up, right?
Yes.
But it's a mixed bag
Yeah.
because I don't know, like everybody feels. I mean, I think there is some fear involved, and this new career that I'm in is about me being funny and entertaining, right? And I used to watch celebrities like, get up on their soapboxes at award shows, and even if I agreed with them, like, listen, get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Like, you have a job to do, and stop, trying to be a politician.
Yep.
But right now, I can't not. I want everyone to understand that I am a Jew, and I'm a proud Jew. That's like it's a very important part of who I am, and I never want to hide it. I want to be very as supportive as I can be right now.
Yes. That means so much to hear it, I have to tell you. And in the same regard, I haven't spoken about any of this on the podcast, and I'm like, I have to bring it up. It's so important to talk about, but at the same time, we don't make it our entire thing. So it's a very fine line. You're right, but we have to speak
I appreciate
out.
you.
Oh my gosh,
I
of course.
appreciate
I
you.
appreciate you so much because
Yeah.
you do. I mean, I've seen you do stuff. That's why I asked the question. I'm like, I know
Yeah.
that she is someone who is, again, unafraid to speak out on it. So
Well, sometimes afraid, but I do it anyway, right? It's like, that's bad things happen when we let fear silence us. So
yeah. How are you dealing with it with your kids? What advice do you give them?
with the what, my love? What did you say?
With your kids? Like, what advice do you give them?
Oh, so I mean, they both live in New York City. They both have stars of David around their neck, and specifically my daughter, I get very concerned when she takes the subway, and and they walk through protests all the time.
Yep.
And my son, he's very pro-Israel, a very proud Jewish man, and he's not hiding anything. My daughter, I ask her to please, tuck her Jewish star into her shirt, which I feel bad about. That's like a hard call.
It is.
But
it's a hard reality.
Yeah.
There's
But
no easy answer.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. New York City, is a hard place to be Jewish right now.
Yes, it is. Oh, so painful.
Yeah.
I want to flip back to the fun stuff. So,
Okay.
Besides The Housewife, what else are you watching right now?
Well, if you ask what I watched last night, I was rewatching Sons of Anarchy.
Oh my gosh, so
it?
good. Did you start from the beginning or?
No, I didn't start from the beginning, but it was on somewhere. I don't know. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't watched, like, whatever. I loved Sons of Anarchy. So right now I'm like, kind of like, I didn't start at the beginning, but kind of whatever, going through that. But there's, what is it called? The Hunting Wives?
Oh my gosh, Hunting Wives. Did you finish it yet?
No.
Okay, so my problem is
I
can't find a time to watch it because it's like I have young kids and they're in the house, and it's like porn with like a little bit of a storyline. Like, yes.
It is.
I literally have one more episode. It's going to take me 29 months to get through it, but like I'm going to finish it
I have
eventually.
one more too.
Oh, so good. By the time we're done,
good.
the new season won't be coming out. So it'll be good. We'll just be able to transition right in. It'll be so good.
Exactly. My entire family, all three of them, watched every episode of Love Island.
Oh my gosh.
My husband, my son, and my daughter. And I'm like, you guys are losers.
I love
like
Jenn
every single
Fessler.
night.
Like, the surprises keep coming. Yes.
Okay. It's so funny. He loves all reality shows. But like, I'm like, Jeff, aren't you busy? Like, I feel like you are. Aren't people like depending on you?
Are you like he's a corporate attorney, right?
Yes, he's a corporate attorney.
Yes.
And I'm like, Like, I don't get it. Like, aren't you embarrassed? No, no shame,
No,
none
be one with
whatsoever.
the people, Jeff. I love it. I love it.
Yes, he is.
So before we wrap, I have a few quick fire questions that I would
Okay,
love to ask you. All right, are you ready, Jenn Fessler?
I am ready.
Okay, the first one. Best part about being on Real Housewives of New Jersey.
The people that I've met,
Love it.
not
Favorite.
just the. Not. I don't mean just the cast. I mean, like the friends that I've made, whether it was production, friends at Bravo, people that I work with now, a person I'm talking to right this second,
Oh,
my the guys that I work with, my PR guys. I've made so many friends, and from all different walks of life, which I love.
oh, I love that so much. Favorite Jersey house husband aside from Jeff.
I have a couple. I mean, that would be in the running. Um, I mean, I love Joe Benigno.
Yep.
I love Paul.
Yep.
I love Joe Gorga. I mean, I can't like I love Evan Goldschneider. He's a dreamboat. So I can't. You want one? I can't really give
I
you.
mean, I'm good. You listen, there are no rules here. I'm
Okay.
happy with the whole
Okay.
team. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, this is a hard one. If you found out one of your friends' partners was on a dating app, what would you do?
Tell them.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like. You don't want to ruin anybody's life. But if you're my friend
Mm-hmm.
and I love you, I I would have to tell you. I don't know if listen, I mean, people have been outed, on air. That's a big housewives theme, right? Your husband's cheating.
Yes.
But if we're like not talking about even the show, if something happens that I think one of my friends will be affected by, of course I'll tell them.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what's so weird to me is like there have been numerous storylines about husbands cheating with men. And like they've all proven not to be true or most likely
Right.
not true, but I'm always like, why is that the go-to? Like it's
I
so
agree.
many different like layers of that's fucked up. So yes, it's
Yeah. I
bananas
actually
to me.
agree.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a good point.
quite the phenomenon.
Yeah.
Next question. What do you think the most iconic moment that's ever happened on Bravo is?
I mean, the table flip.
Yes. 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 I mean,
I
there's
mean,
art
I
about
feel like
it.
that is you love or you hate her, it doesn't matter. That table flip was and is a moment.
Yes. Favorite or and least favorite thing about filming?
Um, okay. This is not my favorite, but I really loved getting ready to film. I love the whole process. I love picking out the outfit and the glam and it just being with like, the glam they become your dear friends.
Yes.
And so, you're shooting the shit beforehand. And I guess I don't know if that's my favorite part of filming, but I definitely do love that part. Um, I love filming when you're having like a real moment, and usually like it's a laughing moment, and the camera's catching it, but you're not in your head, and it's this just fabulous feeling because I guess somewhere you're in your head knowing that like this is going to be shared, and it's I'm like that it's so much fun. I love those moments. I guess I mean my least favorite part of filming. Well, I don't know if this is not my least favorite, but it just comes to mind. I am old. I am 57, and there were times where, you go to sleep when the filming is done, and then you wake up when you have to film again, especially on the trips.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm a homebody. I'm somebody who is in bed at 9 o'clock, watching Housewives usually,
Yes.
and so I find that kind of thing like the pace of it is intense.
Yes.
It's not that's probably not my least favorite. My least favorite is like when these, like fighting with these bitches
Yes.
and watching them fight with each other and this, all of that. It's not, and it's part of the show. It's part of why I love
Mm-hmm.
watching the
Mm-hmm.
Housewives, right?
Yes.
It just is. So for good or for bad, but it's not, I wouldn't say that it's fun.
Yes.
Well, maybe for some of the Housewives, maybe that's what makes good Housewives. They actually enjoy it.
I do believe that some people enjoy the conflict, but I totally get it. Fun to watch on TV, not fun to be at a party in the midst of, especially when
But you
things
know
are fun.
something, and I'll tell you something truthfully, Pam. If I get asked back, Um, I I'm read like I and it sounds like I'm pitching to Rob, which I'm totally not. Whether like this is just like I will not hold back. I feel like I held back,
Mm-hmm.
and um, I think it's not only is it better TV, it's just more honest, right? And
Yes.
so probably would be really satisfying to actually give in to the sometimes to the anger and it's okay. It's okay to like lose it a little bit. And
Yes.
I probably did. Maybe I did a couple times, but I think it's fun for the audience to watch, but it's honest. And so, I don't know, if I'm asked back, maybe I will enjoy losing it.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait, Jenn. I'm so excited.
I hope. I hope.
Alrighty, next question. Feelings on Tom Sandoval.
Okay, this is going to be unpopular, but I actually felt really bad for the Raquel Rachel
Mm-hmm.
person.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't feel bad for Tom Sandoval at all. But I watched that reunion and I thought it was repulsive.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really about Tom, but like the way that they piled up on this young woman was like upsetting to me to watch.
Yeah.
Having said that, my thoughts, I don't really have thoughts about Tom Sandoval.
Yes.
He's so young. Like I don't, although maybe he's not. How young is he? How old is he?
He's not that young. I think he's like 43 or something.
Oh, so he's not. But
No.
he definitely like dug himself quite the hole. But I don't know. I've never felt that he was, I don't know, particularly like all the girls loved him. I didn't really get it.
Agreed. Agreed.
I mean, not to be shady, but and obviously like he has not been a stand-up guy, so I'm not a fan.
Yes. Fully
I don't
agree.
hate his guts. I wasn't like having dreams about murdering Tom Sandoval or anything.
Thank God. Yes, that's a good thing for sure. But same page, same page.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the last question, one word to describe your life right now.
Exciting.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I love you. What a doll you
Oh my
are.
gosh, you too. Jenn Fessler, you are amazing. Thank you so
You're a
much for
good
being here.
podcaster,
Oh,
lady.
I love you. Thank you. Okay,
You are.
I know your social media and I'm going to post it, but for those listening, where can they find you on social media?
Instagram is Jenn 2N's Fessler. It's so funny. I became 2N Jenn. I don't know why. I was always one N Jenn.
You
But now I'm
earned an
2N
N.
Jenn.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
With age comes ends. Yes.
That's exactly right. With age comes ends. And then on what else is there? Facebook, just Jennifer Fessler, I think. If you want to go to see my shoes, you can go to shopfmajor.com.
Yes, we are going to post that.
I'm not on Twitter, just because I think I'm on enough social media that will upset me. So
Yes.
I just don't. I'm not on Twitter. On what else? Facebook. I said Jennifer Fessler. What else is there? My love. Is there some? There's TikTok.
Oh,
But I don't
TikTok.
do a lot of
Yes.
TikToking. I'm on it, but I don't do a lot of it.
Same. You're
So
more of a
I
voyeur,
think it's
less
Jenn
of a
Fessler.
participant.
Yes,
Perfect.
exactly.
Well, I'm going to post it all, and I can't thank you enough for being
Thank
here.
you, my friend.
Please, Bravo Gods, put Jenn Fessler in the next season of Real Housewives of
hope
New
so.
Jersey. Oh my gosh. Yes.
I hope so.
Yes. Oh, from your mouth to God's ears. Thank you so
Oh,
much. And
Thank you, Pam. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank
Appreciate
you
you.
all for listening. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Shut Up, Tell Me More. You can find us on Instagram at Shut Up, Tell Me More. Remember to subscribe to the podcast. If you listen on Apple Podcasts, go to the show page and click the follow plus sign. If you listen on Spotify, click the follow button. You can also find us on YouTube. You'll automatically receive new episodes as they come out, as well as updates. Doing this also helps me algorithm land, so thanks in advance. Lastly, give me a 5-star review, and I'll be so, so grateful. See you in the next one.